Good morning, crime community. I'm here to continue to read out about Percy Bysshe Shelley and Mary Shelley. Published by Mrs. Shelley, posthumous poems. There is a fair draft amongst the Bosca manuscripts. This is called Mutability. The flower that smiles today, tomorrow dies. All that we wish to stay tempts and then flies. What is the world's delight? Lightning that mocks the night. Brief evening is bright. Virtue now frail it is, friendship now rare. Love, how it sells poor bliss for proud despair. But we, through soon they fall, survive their joy and all, which ours we call. While skies are blue and bright, whilst flowers are gay, whilst eyes that change ere night make glad the day, whilst yet the calm hours creep, dream thou from thy sleep, then wake to weep. Published by Hellas, 1821. No, I'm going to pass that, I think. Published by Mrs. Shelley, posthumous poems, 1824. There is a manuscript headed Sonnet of the Republic of Benvenuto in the Harvard Manuscript Book. Sonnet, political greatness. Nor happiness, nor majesty, nor fame, nor peace, nor strength, nor skill in arms or arts. Shepherd whose herds, whom tyranny makes a tame. Verse echoes are not beating of their hearts. History is but the shadow of their shame. Art's veils are glass, or from the pageant starts. As to oblivion, their blind millions fleet, staining the heavens with obscene imagery of their own likeness. What are numbers knit by force or custom? Man would be, must rule the empire of himself. In it must be supreme, establishing his throne on vanquishing will, quelching the anarchy of hopes and fears, being himself alone. Published by Mrs. Shelley in the Keepsake, 1829. The Aziola. Do you not hear the Aziola cry? Methinks she must be nigh, said Mary, as we sate in dusk ere stars were lit or candles brought. And I, who thought the Aziola was some tedious woman, asked, who is Aziola? How elate? I felt to know that it was nothing human, nor mockery of myself to fear or fate. And Mary saw my soul, and laughed and said, disquiet yourself not. 'Tis nothing but a little downy owl. Sad Aziola, many to in eventide, the music I had heard, by wood and stream, meadow and mountainside, and fields and marshes wide, such as nor voice, nor lute, nor wind, nor bird, the soul ever stirred, unlike and far sweeter than them all. Sad Aziola, from that moment I loved thee and thy sad cry. Published by Mrs. Shelley, posthumous poems, 1824. A Lament. O world, O life, O time, on whose last steps I climb, trembling at that where I stood before, when will return the glory of your prime? No more, oh, nevermore. Out of the day and night, a joy has taken flight, fresh spring and summer and winter war, move the faint heart with grief, but with delight, no more, oh, nevermore. Published by Mrs. Shelley, posthumous poems, 1824. Where is it entitled A Lament? 3 manuscripts, copies are extant. The Trelawney manuscript, Remembrance, the Harvard script, Song, and the Houghton manuscript was last written by Shelley on a flyleaf on the copy of Adonis. Remembrance. Swifter far than summer's flight, swifter far than youth's delight, swifter far than happy's night, art thou come and gone, as the earth when leaves are dead, and the night when sleep is sped, as the heart when joy is fled. I am left alone, alone. The swallow summer comes again, the owlet night resumes her reign, and the wild swan youth is fain. To fly with these, false as thou, my heart each day desires the morrow. Sleep itself is turned to sorrow. Vainly would my winter borrow sunny leaves from any bough, lilies from a bridal bed, roses from a matron's head, violets for a maiden's dead, Pansies, let my flowers be. On the living grave I bear, scatter them without a tear. Let no friend, however dear, waste one hope, one fear for me. Published by Anselm's edition of the poems, 1834. This is a copy amongst the Trelawney manuscripts to Edward Williams. The serpent is shut out from paradise. The wounded deer must seek the herb no more, in which its heart cures lies. The widowed dove must cease to haunt a bower, like that from which its mate with feigned sighs fled in the April hour. I too must seldom seek again, near happy friends, a mitigated pain. Of hatred I am proud, with scorn content. Indifference that once hurt me now is grown, itself indifferent. But not to speak of love, pity alone can break a spirit already more than bent. The miserable one turns the mind's poison into food. Its medicine is tears, its evil good. Therefore I see you seldomer. Dear friends, dear friend, know that I only fly you looks because they stir grief that should sleep and hopes that cannot die. They very comfort that they minister. I scarce can bear, yet I, so deeply is the garrow gone, should quickly perish if it were withdrawn. When I return to my home, cold home, you ask, why am I not as I have ever been? You spoil me for the task of acting a forced part in life's dull sense, of wearing on my brow the idle mask of author, great or mean. In the world's carnival I sought peace thus, and but in you I found it not. Full half an hour today I tried my lot with various flowers. Every one still said, she loves me not. And if this meant a vision long since fled, if it meant fortune, fame, or peaceful thought, if it meant, but I dread to speak that you may know too well, still there was truth in that sad oracle. The crane o'er seas and forests seeks her home, no bird nor wild, but as its quiet nest. Then it no more would roam. The sleepless billows on the ocean's breast break like a bursting heart and die in foam, and thus at length find rest. Doubtless there is a place of peace where my weak heart and all its throbs will cease. I asked her yesterday if she believed that I had a resolution. One who would never have thus relieved his heart with words, and what his judgment bade would do the leaf of scorners unrelieved. These verses are too sad to send to you, but that I know, happy yourself, your feel another's woe. Published by Mrs. Shelley, posthumous poems. This is called Two. One word is too often profane for me to profane it. One feeling too falsely disdain for thee to disdain it. One hope is too like despair for prudence to smother, and pity from thee more dear than that from another. I cannot give what men call love, but wilt thou accept not the worship the heart lifts above, and heavens rejects not the desire of the moth for the star, of the night of the morrow, the devotion of something afar from the sphere of our sorrow? Published by Mrs. Shelley, posthumous poems. This is the Bascom manuscript. 2. When passion's trance is overpast, if tenderness and truth could last, or live whilst all the wild feelings kept, some mortal slumber dark and deep, I should not weep. It were enough to feel, to see the soft eyes gazingly, tenderly, and dream the rest, and burn and be the secret food and fires unseen. Couldst thou be as thou hast been? After the slumber of the year, the woodland violets reappear, all things revive in field or grove, and sea and sky, but two which move and form all others, life and love. Published by Mrs. Shelley, posthumous poems, 1824, a bridal song. The golden gates of sleep unbar, where strength and beauty met together, kindle their image like a star in a sea of glassy weather. Night with all thy stars look down, Darkness weep thy holiest dew. Never smiled the inconsistent moon, but a pair so true, let eyes not see their own delight. Haste swift hour and thy flight oft renew. Fairies, sprites, and angels keep her. Holy stars permit no wrong, and return to wake the sleeper. Dawn ere to be long. O joy, O fear, what will be done in the absence of the sun? Come along. We will leave this till tomorrow for another day of fine poetry. If you think there's any like and truth to what I'm saying here, let's pray for peace again today. There's too much violence and war in the world. Like and subscribe, and have a nice day.